everyone, and welcome to this week's episode of It's News to Me. I'm your host, Sophie Shamrazadi. This week, we'll be highlighting important events happening right here in our community. A head-on crash in Batavia occurred early Tuesday and sent one person to the hospital. The collision occurred at Kirk Road and Pine Street at 5:47 a.m. and closed down the intersection for about an hour. The man was taken to Delnor Hospital in Geneva with injuries that are not considered life-threatening. No other details were immediately available. Free STEM classes are being offered by Water Street Studios in Batavia. They target 3rd through 5th grade students through its Ripple Effect program. The Ripple Effect program is a weekly after-school art class at the Batavia Public Elementary Schools that focus on integrating STEM fields with art. The classes are available from 2016 through 2019. The aspects of STEM that will be takeable classes are Art plus Science, Technology, Engineering, and Mathematics. The classes will be free and offered by Water Street Studios in Batavia. Now let's go to the park bench.
Hello, I'm Sharon Bringleson, Marketing and Communications Coordinator over at the Park District, and welcome to the Park Bench. I'm bringing you Park District news today from the Batavia Depot Museum. We have a special guest with us today, Jennifer Putzier, and she is the director of the Depot Museum. Welcome, Jennifer. Tell us about this interesting and historic place.
Well, the rich history of Batavia is actually housed here at the Depot Museum, which is a joint venture between the Batavia Park District and the Historical Society. The building we're in is listed on the National Register of Historic Places, and the exhibits here are focused on Batavia's history.
Is this an actual train depot?
It certainly is. It was built in 1854 for the Chicago, Burlington, and Quincy Railway line. And actually, it's the oldest station known from the CB&Q to still be standing. It was originally located on the corner of Van Buren and Webster Streets, and it was moved to Houston Street in 1973.
I heard there's an open house scheduled here.
You heard right. It is an exciting time for the Depot Museum. The Historical Society is actually currently raising funds to expand our building. We actually have an open house coming up, and I want to invite everybody to come down to learn more about our expansion project. You can see just a little bit of it behind us here. It's a free event, and it's scheduled on Saturday, September 23rd from 1 to 4 p.m. right here at the Depot.
What do you have planned for the open house?
Well, museum staff and board members from the Historical Society will be here to answer any questions you have about the expansion. One of my favorite parts is actually we're going to stake out the footprint of the new addition, which will actually double the museum space.
Wow.
For kids, we'll be having a History Heroes program, Feeling Cranky, and there'll be light refreshments as well as entertainment.
You also have some programs coming up here at the museum.
Yes, our program right after that is Thursday, October 5th from 1 to 3 p.m. History Heroes, I Dig Batavia History. This is the perfect opportunity for kids 6 to 10 to grab a trowel and come learn about archaeology. They get to practice what they've learned by digging up artifacts, and we'll make a little exhibit here at the museum. It'll be held right here at the Depot for a fee of $10. On October 12th, we'll have a short history of sad irons. It's a Thursday and it's at 7 p.m. The program is for adults, and we will have collector and historian Luann Bombard join us and give us a short presentation about the sad irons themselves and the technology behind them. She'll bring examples from her collection as well as encourages you to bring your examples for show and tell and identification. The program will be at the Lodge at Laurelwood, and the fee is $3.
Wow, there is a lot going on here at the museum. Thank you so much, Jennifer, for joining us today and sharing all this great information.
Well,
really appreciate
thank
it. Coming up on October 5th, moms and sons can come enjoy a special date night together. Wagon rides and dinner will be provided, followed by campfire time and s'mores for dessert. We also have pumpkin decorating. These Thursday night events begin at 6 p.m. and pre-registration is required. We urge you to register early as spots do fill up quickly for this popular event. Our September 28th Mom and Sons Wagon Ride event is already sold out. For more information on pricing and how to register, please call 630-879-5235. Seniors, the Batavia Senior Citizens Club holds monthly gatherings, and the next one is on Wednesday, September 20th. Starting at 11 o'clock a.m., a blood pressure check is available, courtesy of Heritage Woods of Batavia, And from 11:30 a.m. to 1:30 p.m., flu shots will also be available. Noontime is lunchtime, and this month we are having pizza with brownies for dessert. This event is sponsored by AccuCare Physical Therapy. For entertainment, we'll be playing White Elephant Bingo, so bring a treasure you no longer want wrapped in a paper bag. Our trip coordinator has been working overtime planning all sorts of fun things to do this fall. To name just a few coming up, on October 7th we will be going to Stronghold Castle in Oregon, Illinois for the Autumn on Parade Festival. There will be a farmer's market and craft fair, antique tractors and classic cars will be on display, and a two-room schoolhouse built in 1883 will be available for viewing. On October 12th, we'll visit Ellington's for lunch. It's a student-run restaurant located in the Holmes Student Center at Northern Illinois University. After lunch, we'll stop at the Elwood House. This museum reflects the central role of Isaac Elwood in the development of the barbed wire industry in America. On October 16th, it's a dueling piano party at Howl at the Moon in Elmhurst. This isn't your average piano bar. Watch two talented pianists go head-to-head playing some well-known favorite tunes and your requests. Get on the dance floor and rock out to your favorite songs. Afterwards, we'll have lunch at the Diplomat West. And wait, there's more! Oktoberfest on October 10th will be a barrel of fun. A delicious lunch at Bobak's Signature Events, and then a show featuring the talented Frank K. Trio. They play all the traditional German songs and even wear authentic attire. Sign up early so you won't miss out on these fun-filled trips. Most have registration deadlines in September, so sign up now. Visit www.bataviaparks.org or call 630-406-5282 for more information. Well, that's a lot of information to share because we have a lot going on at the Park District this fall. Be sure to check back later for more exciting events, and we'll see you next time on the Park Bench.
A 64-year-old motorcyclist from West Chicago was killed in a Labor Day weekend collision with a car on West Main Street in St. Charles on Saturday, September 2nd, around 12:48 p.m. St. Charles Police and fire departments were called to the 1900 block of West Main Street for a crash involving injuries. A 1996 Harley-Davidson motorcycle was eastbound when it was struck by a westbound 1999 Dodge Avenger that was initiating a left turn to go south on South 19th Street. While making the left turn, the motorcycle, occupied by only the driver, was struck by the Avenger. The driver of the Dodge is 17 years old and was cited for failure to yield turning left. On September 9th, from 2 to 5 p.m., is the annual Grandparents' Day celebration at the Homestead. The event is open to the public, and the theme is 1950s, meaning it will be an old-fashioned block party with food, music, face painting, games, and a petting zoo, and other events are planned. Family members of all ages are invited and encouraged to come. Now let's check it out with Michelle Martzel.
Hello, I'm Michelle Martzel, Promotional Services Manager here at Batavia Public Library. Attention high school students, if you are planning to go to college, you may want to take a practice and free SAT or ACT test here at the library this month. The SAT practice test is Sunday, September 10th at 12:30 p.m. The ACT practice test is Sunday, September 17th at 12:30 p.m. Registration is required, and you must register at princetonreview.com, not with the library as in the past. You can find the registration link on the library's online calendar at bataviapubliclibrary.org or on page 25 of the September-October issue of Batavia Neighbors Magazine. Please register ASAP. Parents of high school students may be interested in attending one or two college-related programs to be held here at the library in October. Don't pay the college sticker price. Will be presented Tuesday, October 3rd at 7 p.m. And the FAFSA form workshop will be held on Sunday, October 22nd at 1 p.m. Please register for these two programs on the library website or by calling the reference desk. Students are also welcome to attend these two programs. Parents of babies, toddlers, and preschoolers are invited to attend an introduction to the library's 1,000 Books Before Kindergarten program, Tuesday, September 12th at 10 a.m. 1,000 Books Before Kindergarten is a self-paced program that encourages parents to read, yes, 1,000 books to their children before the first day of kindergarten. Reading to a very young child has shown to increase a child's learning potential in school. Parents can start whenever they choose, when their baby is born, as a toddler, or as a preschooler. If you can't make it to the September 12th event, you can register at the Youth Services desk whenever the library is open. When registering, parents will receive a 1,000 books folder, book tracking bookmarks, and a list of book suggestions. As parents and babies reach reading milestones, they'll earn small rewards. For more information, call or visit the Youth Services Department. Attention homeschool families with children in grades K through 8. Please join us at a library orientation on Thursday, September 21st at 1 p.m. Families can enjoy a tour of the library, and then younger children can enjoy a story time, while older students and parents learn tips on how to use the library catalog and online student databases. Please register for this event by calling the Youth Services Department. The library is offering a how-to community program on Wednesday, September 20th at 7 p.m. If you would like to learn how to utilize the hodgepodge of vegetables left in your garden at summer's end, plan to attend End of Garden Mixed Pickles. Cooking instructor Mary Kristenak will show you how. Bring a small jar to take home samples along with the recipe. Please register soon. The program is filling up. Register online at bataviapubliclibrary.org or call the reference desk. Please visit the library's online calendar to find information on additional programs for children, teens, and adults. I'm Michelle Martzel, and I hope to see you at the library.
Demolition work was underway the morning of September 5th on the former Marathon gasoline station property in downtown Batavia. The vacant building was at 206 East Wilson Street had turned into an eyesore, and city officials were eager to see the building and the fueling area canopy torn down. The station has been closed for 2 years. The property was purchased last year by Jester Properties of Bartlett. Jester removed the station's underground fuel tanks as well as the gasoline pumps in March. The building demolition work was being performed by R.W. Collins of Chicago, the same company contracted by Jester to handle the fuel tank and pump removal. A worker at the scene said that the fueling area canopy would be demolished first, adding that oil cans and other debris inside the building need to be removed before the structure could be torn down. The gas station site sits directly across East Wilson Street from the empty lot where the Baptist Church building once stood. The church and several other neighboring structures were demolished by the city this past spring to help clear the way for one of the Washington Place project, which is to include 186 apartments, a 350-space parking garage, and more than 14,000 square feet of commercial space. The Jester property is located within the same tax increment financing district that encompasses the One Washington Place site. Jester's ownership has said previously that it is interested in redeveloping the half-acre site with a 2-story building, with a commercial use on the ground floor and with residential apartments on the second floor. That would be permitted as the property is within the same downtown mixed-use zoning area as One Washington Place. Let's go to the Player of the Week.
Bulldogs, we are about to have our first BATV awards presentation of the year. So I'd like to thank BATV for doing this over the years. It's become a very fun part of our program each week and a chance for us to recognize in a very public fashion some of our top performers from each week. Because of bad weather, we are doing a 2-for-1 this week. So we're going to give awards out for the first 2 weeks of the season. And we'd like to start that off right now with our freshman coach. So Coach Mike Therial, come up, Coach T. Here you go.
Thank you. Thanks, guys. Thanks. All right, so freshmen actually have already played 4 games, all right, with the A and B games so far this season. We're going to start out with a couple defensive awards. There's 2 kind of for both weeks, kind of A and B mix. The first one is Tyler Klein with a fumble return almost for a touchdown, but the rest just blew the whistle for some reason and ended the game. So Tyler Klein, come on up. Tyler Klein. Nice job, buddy. Nice job. All right, I count it still. I count it. All right, the next guy kind of wreaked havoc this past week on the D-line, and that was Tyron Shelby. He's coming in from school, so we'll get his later. Here we go. Okay, another award. This is for a team guy, and then I'll turn it over to Coach Croce. This is kind of a team award, a guy who stepped up and probably one of the best water boys we've had, within our own team ever. And also this guy really does everything in the B games and practice, runs around. So this is Shane Couturier. Where's Shane at? Training room. Shane was going to say a few words. Okay, so here is Coach Croce.
All right, Special Teams Award from Week 1, Cooper Wojciech, punt return for a touchdown. Coop, come on up. There you go, man.
Coach Plate now.
Where's it? Coach Plate's doing our offensive awards.
Coach, you're on camera. You gotta look.
Thank you. All right, week 1, we had a star performer at running back. He had over 100 yards rushing, Dondre Phillips. You want to say something? Want to say something? Just say it. All right. Week 2, actually, this kind of goes for both weeks. This guy had 2 catches of over 80 yards for a touchdown, 1 in week 1, 1 in week 2, Nolan Lewis.
No words.
All right, Coach K with the sophomore team.
Happy birthday, Coach! Happy birthday, guys. Tomorrow's, in fact, my real birthday. It is my real birthday. 23 years old tomorrow, guys. 23. All right, last week we gave out our awards up on the berm here. For week 1, hold on a minute, we wrote these down here. Last week on offense, we already gave out the stickers, was Drew Itzwig, 7 catches for 52 yards. Yay! Defense, Jensen, Coach Jensen had the award. He gave out to Santiago for Barbosa for our pick 6. Special teams was Pariba for being an absolute terrorist on kickoffs. You should see the highlight film. It was amazing. Good job for Alan. And then our scout practice guy was Dylan Roman for last week. This week. I will be doing just special teams and defense. Coach Jensen's on his way out here. Our scout guy, good practice guy. He's been to everything all summer. Has not missed one day. Uncle Jack Conklin. Come here, Jack. Yeah! Come on up, Jack. Come on up. Smile big, buddy. Smile big. Yeah, Jack. Anything to say? There you go. Man, a few words. Good job, Uncle Jack. Then for that's our scout guy, and then for defense here, we got 3 guys because we won this week. We won 40-6. Last week we won 17-0. So this week for defense, we have Cam Jones, Jackson Williams, and Pariba for 2 forced fumbles. If you haven't seen our highlight film with Cam Jones, there's a picture that Batavia Football tweeted out. It's Cam. He has a tackle. He picks up a guy, and the next picture you see the guy on the ground. It's pretty awesome. So Cam, Pariba, and Jackson Williams, come on up. Our defense players of the week. Yeah, where's Cam? Right here. Oh, that's hey, Cam. Yeah, what's up? And Coach Whitwell with our offensive player of the week this week. Bam! Yeah!
All right, we did not have this guy with us week 1, but he made our O-line look good. It's Trey Erweiler at running back.
Say something. No, say something.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, special teams.
Yep.
All right, I have 2 special teams players of the week. The first one, he was really good at fair catching the ball this week. I got every punt. There were a lot of them. Braden Crumweedy, come on up. There you go, buddy. Who's the other one? Oh, the other one with a fumble recovery. One of our freshmen that helps us out on special teams, Kyle Aroni. Where you at? Erroneous. Here you go. Who's next? Varsity is next. Who do we got first? Coach Lester.
All right, so I have JV offense for the first 2 weeks. We played Grant week 1 and won, I think, 56-0. First guy for that was Ethan Nebbs. He caught a touchdown that was not thrown to him. And then also Taylor Winslow with an 80-yard jet for a touchdown. Week 2, we have 2 different guys. First one is Matt Stasel for keeping the O-line engaged and making sure that we got everybody in the right spot. And second guy for his 3 carries for, I think, 150 yards, 2 touchdowns, and a sound effect, Deuce. Kadina's got the defense. Nabs, congratulations. Stace. Don't go far. You got to get that other one. Good job.
Thank you.
All right, I'm here for the JV award for weeks 1 and 2. So the first week we played Grant. This young man had a pick, set the tone. Deuce, come on back.
He's got to give a speech.
All right, come on, Deuce. A little faster, Deuce. A little bit faster. All right, do the sound effect, Deuce.
Whoop!
All right, and the second player finally got a sack. He's always bugging me, saying, "Coach, when am I going to get in? Coach, when am I?" I said, "Well, you give me a sack. We'll start from there." So guess what he does? He has a sack. Wilson, come on down. Good job, Wilson. All right, week 2 versus Oswego East. I don't know how this happened, but it did. This doesn't happen much for D-line guys. This guy got a pick. He had an open area, got tackled, unfortunately. Joey Sartain, come on down. Second one was a fumble recovery from this young man. Jack Trisna, come on down.
All right, here we go. Special teams, week 1. Julian Davis, come on up. Hurry up, hurry up, hurry up, hurry up. We gotta go. Thank you, sit down, go. Next, he's our long snapper, short snapper, makes every special team tackle. None other than Quinn Hubert Erweiler. That was special teams.
All right, both up. All right, we got offensive and defensive players from both weeks. From the first week, we already announced last week, we got Eric Peterson. Where's that?
It's all right, you can rejoice.
That was your first name, right? All right, cool. All right, from this past game, and really a testament to how hard he's worked really all summer, and really since last season, the off season, he's made some really big throws for us, Riley Cooper.
You guys aren't showing much excitement for this, you know.
All right, it's like it's expected. All right. Hey, defensively, week 1, we welcomed a new middle linebacker who had a whole bunch of tackles and a sack, and we're glad to have him as our new Mike. Where are you at, Luke? Luke for game 1. Hey, that's high. And then for game 2, we're going to give a variety out here. One guy had 2 interceptions. He should have had 3. So he dropped 1. He got negative points for that. But Studle, where are you? A couple of interceptions. Ball hawking. Nice job. Thank you. And then the other one is for shutting down this incredibly vaunted running game of Libertyville. Their tailback, who's supposed to be Mr. Excitement, had less yards rushing than he had carries. That's not very good when you only have 14 yards on 15 rushes. So we're going to give it to our 2 linemen. One of them followed around the big guy going off to Northwestern and had a fun day beating him up. And the biggest challenge for our 3-4 is making sure we have a nose that can take on a double team every play. And while the stats may not show it, Max had a tremendous game at nose. So Mr. Bausch and Mr. McFadden, if you guys will come on up. Nux. Thank you. Coach, do you have anything? We want one more award.
Why not?
Okay, there you go.
Why not? The final. So, we do JV awards, and we typically had replace Scout awards with JV awards, but because we have 9 JV games this year, I want to give Scout player awards. This will be a combination of everything from when we started camp till right now. So we have 2 award winners, one for O Scout and one for D Scout. O Scout, little or big Stasel, but little Stasel, so older Stasel. Matt Stasel, come on up. Matt Stasel, get up here. Oh, better looking Stasel. Smarter Stasel. Yeah, all of those, yes.
Bold words.
Yes, yes. Listen, now that you're a running back, a skill guy, we got to make him feel better, right?
Yeah.
There you go. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Anything to say? Anything to say?
No comment.
Okay, good. And then this guy literally wrecks every one of our practices. He's unblockable. He has an Invisa shield. He has an Invisa shield. Just come up here, Connie. Hey, I ain't joking. This is not a just for fun award. Both these guys do a great job getting us ready, off the charts, and thank you so much for what you guys do every day, and we're getting a lot better because of guys like this. There you go. Any thoughts so we can start practice?
No
Ready?
comment. No comment.
All right, we ready to go? Should we get going? All right, let's go. Let's go.
Hi, I'm Jan Silverman, and I own Geneva Fit. I'm often asked, what's the best fitness activity? My answer is always the same. It's that activity that you enjoy and will do consistently. Everybody needs a certain amount of resistance training. Everybody needs some cardiovascular work. But we also need to have fun. So I've made it my mission to find those activities that anyone can participate in. Whether you're completely new to fitness, or you want to try a new activity, or you just want to revisit that activity that you loved in high school, I'd love to help you find your sport through this BATV series. The timing of this series happens to perfectly coincide with the beginning of a free Couch to 5K running program offered by Geneva Running Outfitters. While running may not be for everyone, it is an activity that's easily accessible, does not require a large initial investment, and is appropriate for a wide range of fitness levels. Today I have my guest here, Eric Ott from Geneva Running Outfitters. Hi, Eric.
How you doing, Jan?
I'm great. How are you?
Great, great.
Good. Can you tell us a little bit about your Catch to 5K program?
Yeah, absolutely. The program's a 10-week series that starts from running not a whole lot and progresses all the way to each participant running about 30 minutes or 5K. And it's something that is really open to anyone, no matter what your background is in running.
So who would be a great candidate for this program?
Well, that's the idea that running is so individual. We have people who come into the program who will have run 20 years ago in high school. We'll have people who have never run, whether it's competitively or recreationally. They'll say, unless a bear was chasing me type of running. And basically from all different levels and all different experiences. So really anyone that wants to do the program is just somebody who's interested in running as an activity, whether they want to eventually try to run the Boston Marathon or any marathon for that matter. Or, for example, my mom did it a few years ago, and she did it in her mid-60s, and she runs a mile, walks a couple miles, and takes some pictures. Mm-hmm. So there's really no bad reason to do it.
So what would somebody need to know before doing this program?
Well, besides the standard, are you healthy enough to do this? Have you seen a doctor? In terms of health concerns? But really, you just need to have an open mind and know that it's something that will take hard work, but it's fun because you're in a group of people, whether it's someone you're running with on that particular day or the group of 10, 15, 20, 25 people that you're doing that, or people like yourself that will be offering other clinics and other opportunities. But just what they would need to know is that like anything else, it's going to be hard, but it's also very, very, very fun and enjoyable.
Do they need to buy any special equipment?
We're not going to force anyone to buy anything whatsoever, but we will make the recommendation that you should have a properly fitted, appropriate pair of running shoes that is new enough to embark on this journey. Running is a very simple activity. It's not easy, but it is a simple activity that, as you said before, has a very low threshold of monetary amount to get into, but shoes, as it gets colder, there might be other things you need or other doodads or accessories you can have, but ultimately to get into it, shoes.
So tell me what a typical class would look like for your program.
So people can expect about an hour, and during that hour we'll go through a dynamic warm-up activity, and then we will have, again, going back to you, Jan, we'll have someone maybe like yourself come in and talk about a particular topic. It might be a vendor of ours, it might be myself, it might be whomever it is would talk about for about 5 minutes, and then we'll go out and do the run, and we'll have 2 or 3 coaches out there keeping track of time, giving encouragement. Sometimes it's even my son out there, cheering on people on his bike. And when it's all said and done, that what you're running during the course of 10 weeks will ramp up during the course of those 10 weeks. And then when we're done, we go over some other activities that can be useful and beneficial for afterwards for running.
So what would you say to somebody who said to you, oh, I'm not anywhere near fit enough, or I'm afraid I'm going to be the last one in every time?
Well, you know what? We get that question a lot, simply for the fact that it's intimidating. Running is a very personal activity. Why? Well, you are most of the time doing it in front of other people. And think about singing or getting up on stage. I think of running in that, but in a good way. It's your chance to show yourself that it's something that you can do. In this case, for this person that you brought up, didn't think they could do. We'll have people, a lot of times, the first day, they can't run 30 seconds straight, period. At the end of that 10 weeks, they're running 30 minutes straight. So people have come before with those questions, and people have shown that, that they can do it. So I would encourage anyone who has the inkling of they want to do this and just see where it takes them.
I love that.
Yeah,
Thank
yeah.
you. That's exciting. So that's it for this program. Until next time, let's find the fun in fitness.
The City of Batavia has filed a lawsuit against the owners of a vacant West Side industrial building that was damaged by fire in 2014, which is now home to several code violations, including mold, rotted wood support beams, missing lights, debris, and no connection to city sewer. City officials want to tear down the building for they say it is uninhabitable and beyond reasonable repair. City officials wrote in the lawsuit, which has been filed against the building's owners, Edgar and Diane Dewell, saying that the defendants have taken no action to correct the numerous code violations, nor have they sought to appeal of the condemnation finding. A fire started at Mastercast Incorporated in March 2014, which was one of the tenants in the building at the time. Mastercast has since moved to a different location, and the demolition lawsuit is next expected in court on December 1st. Now let's go to the board brief for Hall of Honor information.
Hi, I'm Rudy Dubas. You may know me as the announcer at Batavia High School football and basketball, and may have heard me cry out, "Home of the Battling Bulldogs," many times from the press box. I'm also a proud graduate of Batavia High School, which makes me a longtime Bulldog. I wanted to let you know about a very special evening. On Thursday, October 5th, starting at 6 p.m. at the Batavia Fine Arts Center, Batavia Public School District 101 will welcome 8 inductees into the BPS 101 Hall of Honor. I was honored with this award last year. It is truly special. The Hall of Honor was initiated by the Batavia Foundation for Educational Excellence and BPS 101 3 years ago to promote pride in Batavia Public Schools and to honor Batavia High School alumni, faculty, and friends who have made outstanding accomplishments in their communities and personal lives since they have been associated with Batavia Public Schools 101. This year's 8 inductees are Michael J. Fisher, who graduated in 1993, Roy C. Bailey Jr., who graduated in 1966, Pat Bergeson, who graduated in 1979, Corey Williams, who graduated in 1992, Francis Eborowski, who graduated in 1934, Thomas L. Schmitz, who graduated in 1958, John Heath, former Batavia High School band director with 22 years of service, and Richard Johnson, Batavia Public Schools 101 friend and former board member. The Hall of Honor is open to the entire community, and tickets are available online at hoh.ezregister.com. Tickets are $25 adult and $5 children, 15 and under. Several area restaurants are catering the event. I hope to see you there in support of some extraordinary community members.
Festival of the Vine will occur this weekend in Geneva, and attendees can plan on more wine and new menu items and events at this year's festival. The Geneva Chamber of Commerce will host a 3-day festival, which is held September 8th to 10th in downtown Geneva. In its 36th year, festival organizers are promising this year's event to be better than ever. The Flavor Fair tent will be located at West State and North 4th Streets. A full list of food and wine are available at this year's event, and the cost of those items can be found on the Chamber of Commerce website. As well, there are a wide variety of musical entertainment for attendees to enjoy while enjoying their food and wine. The schedule is listed on the Geneva Chamber of Commerce website as well. Also new this year is the Sidewalk Chalk Contest. The contest is open to all ages, and Judges Lot will be located on James Street behind the Kane County Courthouse. The contest will run from 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. on Saturday and Sunday. That's all we have for today, everyone. Thanks for tuning in to another episode of It's News to Me. Most of our programming is viewable online at mybatv.com or on YouTube under the username BATV1017. Be sure to like our Facebook page and stay up to date on the station's current happenings. Thanks again for watching. I'm Sophie Shamrazadi, and that's News to Me.